Hello, folks of YouTube. Welcome back. I'm Essel. This is Phoenix, right? Trials and Tribulations. We're in 3-1. And Phoenix is showing off his protagonist necklace. This is a special necklace I got for my family. Do you like it? Hopefully you don't steal it from me. Yo, Couch. Welcome back to the diner. Enjoy your emotes. Speaking of, you could get the cool diner emotes or just hang out on twitch.tv/S1ScreenTV. Come on by. Anyway, we're just here in the middle of our recess. We're going back for a cross-examination of Dahlia Hawthorne herself, who we're very sus of. She seems very sus. Here we go. That's what I really think it. That's what I think it was fate that brought us to look. I didn't say like, comment, subscribe. You said like, comment, subscribe in the chat, which you could join on twitch.tv. I'm just kidding. As soon as I first saw eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Look, I say this because if you were watching on YouTube and didn't know I streamed, now you know. That would be how you would know, is me telling you. Because otherwise you wouldn't know if you didn't read the thing, like the description or whatever. If you want, you have to do it. Otherwise, how would you know? Anyway, as soon as I first said Sizer, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave me this the day we met as a symbol of our love. The day we met? Oh, dude. Oh, no. She'd been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. Before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this. So she gave it to you as a present, I see. This is like a stolen jewel. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Jolly. Ooh. Bruh. It certainly is a little bottle, alright. He's so down bad. I'm so happy I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Oh, he's so... he's so far gone. And he's so jaded in a couple years. Dahlia's present borrowed from Phoenix Wright. Anyway... Yeah, and if you're not... Well, yeah. Or you watched it on Twitch, originally. So, like, you know. YouTube will be there. Anyway, after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please get it back now. What a strange girl asking for the present back like that. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you met first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago. Oh, wouldn't have been August 27th year. I hate double tapping. This is one of those things that one of the only things that I've been frustrated with in the HD collection so far. This is a visual novel with no log. No log. How do I go back? I double tapped. I can't see. Yeah, it was, but how did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse? Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. Oh. If you're on YouTube and not watching... Yeah, if you're on YouTube and you're not watching this, then A, how are you watching this? What the hell? How did you find it? What? If you're not right here right now, then how did you find this? I'm so curious. But yeah, that also works out. Wait, hosting on YouTube? True, or you believe there is some connection between these two cases, am I correct? Almost 8 months ago. Flip right into the court record. They are? Wait, wait, seriously? Wait, what? Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, hello? It just being, okay. Okay, this makes more sense. For anybody who's curious, I don't know how I missed this. I came out yesterday. Gotcha, that's unfortunate. Rating still exists, hosting is gone. That is, I think, mildly unfortunate, but I understand. Like, I haven't hosted in a while. People like, I think rating is like a critical part of the Twitch ecosystem, so I was like shocked when I heard this. I was like, what do you mean? Like, you know, something I should do more of. But yeah, I think that makes sense. Like once they implemented formal raids, I agree that hosting became fairly like a thing you do something. Like I do it when like GDQ is online all week. So like, but like, are you coming to my stream when I'm offline to watch GDQ? Like I don't know. You know what I mean? That makes sense. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Gross. Oh, we don't mind, Mr. Sorry, Mia. Being Foghorn Leghorn for a second there. Oh, we don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself. Yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find. And thank you. I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, looks like recess is about over. Well, we better all get moving. I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes. That was actually almost exactly 20 minutes in real life. Probably. Well, maybe a little bit less. To be continued. Okay. Well, I didn't know. I couldn't have known. I couldn't have known. Oh, that jingle is nice. I couldn't have known. What can I say? I couldn't have known. We can't get rid of that one because that's the important one. We have 30 farewell my turnabout saves. Let's get rid of one of those. What's the earliest? We don't need all of these. We don't need all these. Yeah. It was just such a good case. Let's get rid of this one. Alright. Give me 1 second. Yeah, 10 save slots with 3 games with like virtually... in games that you are encouraged roughly to save scum in. You're not directly encouraged to save scum, but the game systems encourage you to save scum. So like, you know. Okay. 12:13 p.m. Essel Vanish. Yes. Sorry, I had to adjust the green screen. Yeah, Advits was that was a tough one too. My own moral code. There's nothing. That's the thing. There's nothing wrong with save scumming. Nothing wrong with it. I swear, it's fine. It's good. It's legal. I swear. No, it's like I don't know. It's complicated. We can talk about the design stuff in another time. I'm not a game designer. Everything I say, take with a grain of salt. I do. You need to know the game but yourself. Mario Odyssey got it right, is what I'm trying to say. Sounds good, Couch. Get some sleep. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Thanks for being here. It's great to see you. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness. Oh, interesting. The intermission jingles are differently named than the afterwards one. This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Ms. Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand. Named like Let's Take a Break and such. Interesting. Sus. Great music though. What's with the stiff silence? She has an aura. It's her Conqueror's hockey. In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt. Take no one at their word. He pushes X a lot. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. I'm telling you, it's the hockey. I can't believe he actually said that. First 3 are called It Doesn't End Here, There's No Sleeping Tonight, and There's No Going Back. Ooh, No Going Back is kind of chilling. Oh, now then, witness, can you please state your full name? So here's my prediction, by the way. The way Phoenix said that, I don't think they're actually dating. Yeah, exactly. Don't worry, sweetie, there's no need to be nervous. If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down the side. He takes that small sword. And I will bash them with my gavel. Hopefully look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. We should do if I only had an ASMR mic, we could do an ASMR. They're all so nice, I almost feel right at home. April, May 2? Not at all. Sword-shaped D&D novelty pen? What's that thing? If we need to move on now, what's your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Oh my god. Honor is all mine. Yeah, like this is a... Like, I'm assuming her name is a reference to the murder of the same name, right? I was just double checking my facts real quick. I'm assuming the honor is all mine. No, the honor is all mine. This is maybe one of the single funniest things they've ever said in this game. This is comedically. This is. Because he's the judge. He's the honorable. The judge. Your Honor. Your Honor. He's your. Is that the joke? Maybe I'm wrong. Well, we know whose milkshake brings on. Okay. Man. Sir? Is there something I can help you with? You just go on and say whatever is on your mind. I'm sure this must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone, I just know it. Oh my god. Yes, I can see why you'd say that. Here's the thing. I personally love it when localization teams pop off. It's great. Because, like... And this is of course not, universally true. If you, like, pop off too hard and get too memey, it doesn't work. That one's, like, the Harlem Shake one was, like, wild because it's a deep cut. That one works. This one's a little much, but, it would have probably felt relatively, like, oh, okay. In 2004/8. And in general, I like it. Like, especially with comedy. Like, with comedy, you have to just pop off and localize because there's no translating it sometimes. Oh, yes. Took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger. Or like 3 minutes in real life. Fall too hard to get Danganronpa through the anime. I have not. I've never consumed Danganronpa. If anybody wants to see Danganronpa, I've been thinking about it. Because we're playing this now. So, like, we've played Persona, and now we play Ace Attorney. Which means, like, right? If you just, somewhere in there, and then you add a little bit of Joker powder over the top. That's Danganronpa. Somewhere in there, right? Am I wrong about that? Is that reasonable to say? With the framework where we describe video games exclusively in terms of other video games. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. Yeah, Mia would have been on TV. What I witnessed. We planned to get back to Feeny's place after class was over. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Yeah, it seems like it'd be a good time. Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. Yeah, I don't know if we do the whole thing, obviously. That's when Feeny noticed I was there. I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities. I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. It's funny, I have consumed literally none and know almost nothing about Danganronpa. Other than the guy who hangs out with Sans. That's the only thing I know about Danganronpa is the guy who hangs out with Sans. I know that's not real. But that guy, I mean, it's easy to know Mr. Komaeda. It's hard to miss him. But that's all I know. That's all I know about Danganronpa. I have actually seen a lot of stuff by the lead artist, character designer, the lead visual guy behind Danganronpa. I'm blanking on his name right now. Oh, I almost have it. No, it's gone. But that guy. What is his name? What is... I can do it. Rui Komatsuzaki. Komatsuzaki. Yes. Mr. Danganronpa. Yes. Mr. Danganronpa himself, Komatsuzaki, did recently had a couple anime series take off, including one I didn't watch, is a baseball themed one that seemed very wild, but also Akudama Drive, which was I think last year, and that was a phenomenal show. Oh, I didn't know that. That's very funny. Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please tell us the truth. But I would never. That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? Please, just let me proceed with the cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to move my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. Teehee. You haven't changed a bit. Whoa! Mia Fey. Yo, that was so menacing. What's this? So you two are acquainted? Yes, we've met before, once. In any case, Ms. Fey, the floor is all yours. This song is so good, by the way. Good to see you again, Madame Fey. Madam? No one's grandma's yet, girly. Yeah, when's the whip coming out? True. But yeah, Komatsuzaki also did art for Fate Grand Order, which is pretty good. Enjoy his characters in FGO. Very, very, very distinctive art style, especially with like doing eyes and color work. What I witnessed. I've been planning to go back to Feeney's place after class was over. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Feeney, I mean Mr. Wright, is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building? Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese senryu poetry. Oh ho, how wonderful! Is that humorous yet satirical style of haiku? Yes, which I know, because I'm very studious but live in America. Nothing left to do when a man reaches this age. Sleep is his best friend. Supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis. Phoenix and Mia cut from the same cloth. For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through that back area. Oh, yes, I see. That makes sense. When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors. How else would you enter? Teleportation? Oh, right, I'm sorry. Yeah, Japan, California. I'm sorry. Which case, yeah, there we go. Makes sense. Feeney and... I love these butterflies. Feeney and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. So who is this Dougie person? You know, teach me how to Dougie? Oh, I'm sorry, Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago. So what were Dougie, Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway? He's joking, he never leaves the courtroom. How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined. That's right, Ms. Fey. Don't drag the witness down to your level. Why am I being demonized here? Man, I can't... The judge walking through the front doors is killing me. Hey, why you gotta be so rude, Dahlia Hawthorne? I'm reminded of the judge saying that reminded me of, I think it was a tweet, either a tweet or a post somewhere else referencing a tweet. But it was like somebody saying like, guys don't open car doors anymore, like implying for their dates or whatever. And someone replies, how else am I gonna get in this MF? Which is very good. Just, I can't stop thinking about that. Yeah, you do have to open the car door to get into the car. Deja vu, have been in this place before? True. Yeah, if you enter doors, a place through the front doors, your life is a judge-like. That's true. This would be a new genre, honestly. Am I being demonized here? Please go on. What'd you see next? Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. Are you saying the victim just collapsed on his own? Yes. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right? I was watching the whole time. Feeney never did a thing to Dougie. If I press her for no good reason, I know the judge will get angry with me. So, what's she about her testimony just now? Yeah, her hair is very wild. Very good design. Don't we have fingerprints? Ugh. Thunk. Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne. So let's drop them, shall we? What? I would never. Ms. Fay, I will not allow you to badger this witness. I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is, she has no supporting... Please don't glare at me like that, I'm just doing my job. Yeah, please don't robust and fortuitous lies. Yeah. Now, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. Okay, thank God. I was like, I want to say that, but we didn't have evidence for that, so thankfully we got railroaded into it. It's already been shown that Mr. Wright did in fact push the victim. What? There's no need to try to cover for the defendants. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. Nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw. FF14 hairstyle, interesting. Yes, Your Honor, I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony. We're finally getting somewhere. Actually, I didn't see the moment you pushed Dougie. You didn't see it? Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground. And at that time, there were only two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow. Yes, that's right. It didn't look like they were fighting. I didn't hear anything unusual either. Okay. So then, what did it look like they were doing to you? I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation. Oh, give me a break. That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely. That would be sick if it was Judge Simulator. You're just given... Oh, there's the game called Jury Duty, apparently. That's sick. I'm listening to the judge's brain fog. It would actually be kind of sick if, like, at random or pseudo-random, like, the evidence you have in front of you just, like, goes blank or gets redacted. Or, like, if, you know, or, like, that happens if you're not looking at, like, if, you know, first person, and if you're not looking at the thing when it's being presented, you don't get to see it afterward. You notice anything out of the ordinary at all? No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge. Oh, I like the sound of that, Mr. Judge. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Oh. I would have bought a game. I would have bought there was a game called Jury Duty. I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities. Hold it. When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department? Yes, they're all very fond of their drugs. Screenshots of all time. Please try to stay on topic. So to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct? That's what I was planning to do, but in the end, I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. They are quite addled, Your Honor. Somehow they all seem to know what was going on. Because the wire fell. The students knew what was going on? But how could the students have known what was going on? Well, I don't know for sure they knew what happened. It's just, they all seemed kind of excited about something. Wirefall? Monster Hunter? Capcom? 2008? Okay, no more for the students. More like drug swallowed. That's true. That is true. Is that speaking ill of the dead? He was in pharmacology. It was fine. So did the students call the police? Yes, I was so panicked. Well, anyone would have been, my dear. That girl, she's telling a super obvious lie and she knows it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Wright. That's gotta be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay. We're gonna have to dig deep to find the contradiction on this one. Wait, what was the super obvious lie? Okay. Oh, that is super weird. Oh my god. I'm like running it down, I guess. There was a super loud snap. Maybe it was Phoenix's testimony. When the umbrella broke. If you were anywhere nearby, you couldn't have missed it. New penalty. Objection denied. It was probably the testimony. My bad. That's me being... they should have allowed... IMO, you should allow the umbrella on that one too. IMO. But, I understand. You say you didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct? Yes, that's why I was very relaxed looking at the scenery around me. This hair flip is so good. Very much up there with the Edgeworth forehead tap and the Von Karma. I can't get my finger over there. And that. Yeah, that's true. That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I don't feel bad about losing health because I knew, like... I only feel bad in these games when I lose health if I don't know what's going on. If I do, if I know what's going on and I get it wrong due to menus, I'm like, that's mildly annoying, but whatever. But I feel fine because we knew what was up. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright. He clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well? This song is so good. Edgeworth, yeah, the Edgeworth shrug and the head shake, but yeah, also the finger point. That one's so good. Oh, well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable. Phoenix, like, really remembered it. But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. The finger wag, yep. So good. Ah! May I have a moment to answer? By all means. I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is... I had my headphones on and I was listening to music at the time. Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered? The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. So I put my headphones on to block it out. Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in their testimony after all. Wait a second, Mia, the testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case. There was lightning. Your Honor, there is a problem with the witness's testimony. What do you mean? Didn't you notice she said there was lightning, correct? Yes, what about it? Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I correct? Now is not the time for a science lesson, Ms. Fay. Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? Oh! I must admit the thought had not occurred to me. Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, the victim of a stray bolt. Or the wires. Yeah, exactly. There's no way. It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be this death was actually accidental? Alright, you did it, Mia. Take that not guilty now. Oh, if you don't. I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Ms. Fay. Huh? I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution's done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on the day at that location. What? What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case. Evidence, Mr. Payne? Well, what is the evidence? This affidavit. And who was this from? The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in the labs that day. Allow me to read out to the court the testimony of the students. All who came into the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day. Was it a blackout? All the alarms runs on high voltage, Your Honor. And this affidavit? Who is this? So you're saying they come in lost power because... Precisely, they lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m., which fits the time of death listed in the autopsy report. Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. Yeah, I gotta get the open backs. Open back slap. According to the student, the cables were very old. Yeah, if we got like, yeah, if you've got like the high-end bows or beats or something, like maybe, because modern day canceling is pretty nice. But yeah, it's not happening. They're planning to have their place in the near future. I see. Apparently the cables have become so brittle. Winston Payne, source, bro, trust me. That even the smallest bump would have caused them to break. Oh god. However, there's one thing that troubles me. Yep. No, agreed. Sony XMs are nice though. I got these via and now it's actually, you can't get them anymore, I don't think. These were the a Mass Drop collab before Mass Drop became Drop, and that was like 5 or 6 years ago, I think. Probably closer to four, somewhere between 4 and 6. But these are for anybody curious. This is Sennheiser HD6 series, which I adore. The cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have been snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct? Well, I suppose you could say that. Mrs. Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause? I'm not affiliated with Mashup, by the way. I can't be. They don't exist anymore. They're dropped now. I can't even. So just as a, not that you were worried about that, but just in case. Yeah, Sennheisers are lovely. And I actually had a Sony. Is it Sony? I can recommend open backs separately. A Grado also awesome open backs. Have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable? Your Honor? Like it was looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense like to state his opinion. Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? I'm very tempted. I'm so tempted. Winston, how could you? It's so tempting. Oh. We didn't read this. Very little info is being disclosed at this time, so the victim of the yesterday's incident in the district courthouse is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who's sitting with the victim. Let's just send it. This is it. This is why the cable snapped. We're just gonna send it. Everybody vote. Everybody vote out Dahlia this round. Oh well, Your Honor. Believe the only thing that is snapped is the mind of the defense. No, you're wrong. That was one of your best lines yet, Your Honor. Yeah. Oh, that was harsh. More chance. Okay. Okay, let's hear it. Okay. Well, would have been funny. Could it have been the umbrella? I'm actually not entirely sure. I'm feeling mildly lost. This dude's almost Yamcha posing. Just notice that now. If you do like a top down, he's kind of got the look to him. This is bad for us. That was bad for us. I'm just running it down. We need to... Wait, hold on. Pharmacology students? Oh. So what, not a who? What? Why am I... Hold on. Is it the badge? No. Or if it was, it'd be very funny. It can't be the autopsy report? Crime photo 1? I don't think it's crime photo 1. I don't think it's crime photo 2. I don't think it's the Cold Killer X, but that would be funny. I presented the umbrella, right? It could be this. Dahlia's present seems unlikely. Exactly. The badge has been missing for a year. I mean, maybe it was this? Okay. Yeah, the Phoenix attorney's badge from the future was traveled back in time due to Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, exactly. The good news is we're not losing right now. We're just running it down because I don't know what's going on. We're not losing health, so it's fine. Oh my god. I presented the umbrella again! Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony. The defendant's testimony? Okay. This one... I did this twice now, so this is not my fault. It makes sense. But the testimony is a very nebulous thing to point to. He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened around 3 p.m., correct? Yeah, sounds right. Wait, are you saying that... The lab equipment lost power at 2:55, which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage. Yes, the prosecution also came to the same conclusion. And it was that very shove that caused Mr. Small to be electrocuted. I'm afraid I can't get you there, Mr. Payne. What's that supposed to mean? Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the pole. Is it? It doesn't look like that at all, actually. Looks like it's in the middle of the street. Perspective-wise. That's right. The victim banged into that pole as well as being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break. Well, that makes sense, and the victim was electrocuted. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no. It doesn't make sense at all. The victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by the severed cable in the foreground here. Ah! In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. Yeah, that's true. It did make it... That I genuinely will cop to thinking that did confuse my vision of the scene, though. I honestly, if they had to rely on that, they should have done a top-down, maybe. It would have been helpful. If it was a larger case, we hopefully would have gotten a top-down where we have, like, the umbrella marked next to the pole. But it is what it is. Order! Order in the courts! The limitations of my enemy, how I've longed to hear them. It's true, the defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem any way the defendant could have... Mr. Judge, sir? May I say something? The Madam Attorney's explanation, she says some things that are a little different than I remember them. What the? Oh dear. Please, just one more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge. God. Of course it's alright. Just go right ahead and give you new testimony. This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors. that mean attorney is lying again. Ooh. Not true. The truth is, Feeney pushed him twice. Whoa! First time was into the electrical pole, that's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him, but Feeney caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Dougie was electrocuted all occurred in less than a minute. So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away. And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time. I'm so sorry, Feeny, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge? Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination. The truth is, Feeny pushed him twice. Ms. Hawthorne, previously in your testimony you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment you pushed Dougie. I know, I'm sorry, I wanted to protect Feeny. So that's why you basically lied to the court. You just straight up lied. I was a bad girl, I know. Mr. Judge? Yes? Would you please forgive little old me? Of course he won't. What you just called perjury? Oh, come now. It was just a little old white lie. The truth is, Feeny did a full raging demon on him. Oh! I totally missed it, Waffles. I've been so off the ball. Oh, there's usually cool stuff there. Yeah. Not a thing I follow super closely, but that is cool. We'll forget it this time, but please be more careful from now on, alright? Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge. Not at all. Ho ho ho! Judge had better be more careful himself. A dark alley is friendlier than that girl. The first achievement unlocked, beware, Your Honor. Press Dahlia's claim that Feeny pushed him twice. Okay. You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole. I know he doesn't look it, but Feeny can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be. Oh, really? But I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break. Feeny really is scary when he gets mad. Oh, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him. So let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music in your headphones while you watched the scene unfold. Wow. The truth is that Feeny lost control of the Satsui no Hado and was consumed briefly by his raging demons. Ms. Fay, I'll have to ask you to stop battering the witness. I wasn't happy. I was so scared I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on. Cheer them on? What do you mean by that? Well, I wish the best for them both and that they would each give the fight their all. That's very sweet of you to be so supportive. And what happened after that? The Feeny caught up and crashed into from behind. Fingerprints though, hello. Doesn't sound quite right. Yep, there we go. They were combate. Me and sister in the future can test Phoenix not. Yeah, exactly. Their handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints found on the back of the jacket? Oh, well, no, there weren't. Madam Fay, may I suggest you listen a little more carefully? Said he crashed into him from behind, right? My Feeny wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he? Ugh. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted all occurred in less than a minute. Ooh, that's super weird because 3:05 is when it stopped. Did you actually witness the moment that the victim was electrocuted? I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away. That's understandable. Yes, indeed, it would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold. Okay, it's all over. Okay, the best chance. Yep, I got it. We're on it. Oh, okay. No, I got it. See, 255. It's all good. It's all good. Easy clap. It's case 1. There's always a clock. Facts and logic. That's enough, witness. I'm afraid I don't understand. You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this? Could you please look at this photograph? Oh, that medicine. That's the one Fiend likes to take for his cold. It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m. Yes, and your point is, Ms. Fay? My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping? Well, according to the testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m. Yeah! Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? What exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow. Oh, the jokes write themselves, yes. This is nonsense, the real murderer. Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for. Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it? Only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene was there a window opportunity for the real killer. This song is so good. Is this objection 2004? Ms. Fay, is the defense ready to indict someone as the real killer? I did 15 minutes ago. It's finally time. The moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor. We are ready. Very well, but remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Ms. Fay. Can only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne. What? How? How can you? The defense is grasping at straws. Confess the truth, 2004. Okay, thank you. Oh. These songs are so good so far. 10 minutes past. Yeah, this music is amazing. Between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to the music while cheering both of them on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to help the one dearest to you, to stop the men dearest to you. Order, order, Ms. Fay! What I mean, why does this say... Ms. Hawthorne, I believe you did win the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. How can you say something so mean, Madam Fay? I didn't do anything. Ms. Fay, this is a very serious charge you are... What the... Phoenix? Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say. Don't you... Ew, what is it? Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record. What the... Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Fay. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that. Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man. Ugh. Leave my Dolly alone. God. That boy. Oh. He's gotten himself in way over his head. Oh. Mr. Grisberg, you're back. It seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I found the police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping. Hell, let's go. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Alright, 27th, 4 p.m. Diego Armando, 28, lawyer, Dahlia Hawthorne. Ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of the poison found in the victim's coffee cup. Okay, well, easy clap. Poison in the necklace. You better take a good look at it. It, details how you came to lose your boyfriend. Oh my god! I didn't put two and two together. Okay. Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. I didn't remember the name Diego Armando. Wow. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, really, Your Honor, that is May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't you worry, my dear, I have the situation well in hand. That is, go right ahead. Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie? Yeah, this music is really good. Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright. I told you that you should let me handle this. Weep. Sorry, please go ahead. How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear. I believe the girl was trying to ask what on earth her motive would be. The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Further testimony? What about? About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What could that possibly have to do with this case?
Objection!
The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant, am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests she, in fact, had a very good reason. Very well, then the court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on this for just a bit longer? Of course not, Mr. Judge. Alright, ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. Here we go. How I Met My Feeny. Ooh! Ooh! I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment my eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. I've been going at it ever since that fateful day. We're so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. Mr. Wright, do that again, you'll be held in contempt of court. Now into the final act of our little drama. As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her. Yeah, Phoenix needs to not talk right now. You're not making things easy for us. Okay, 8 months ago. So until that time, you had been dating Doug Swallow. Yes, I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly, I'm ashamed of myself. No, not at all. Look at me, I'm infamous for changing my mind. My critics have been taken to calling me Judge Fickle. Ho ho ho. Maybe you should look for a different line of work? Despite that, however, he always hands down the correct verdict. That's why some people also call him the Great Judgini. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The courthouse reading room? Strange place to meet the love of your life. It's not true, Madam Faye. After all, Feeny was not only an art student, but he's also planning on becoming a lawyer. I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room? This line of questioning is a waste of time. It doesn't deal with our murder case. Ms. Faye, I'm warning you. There's nothing to do with the Swallow case. We're going in. Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Yeah, what's the name of this song? Do we know this song? It's hard to look it up until after the game, I guess, but it's pretty lit, like literature. Very well. Okay, what were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room? If it pleases Your Honor, the answer is simply this. I come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing. You're writing a paper? On what? On the relationship between modern Senryu poetry and the criminal underworld. Ho ho ho, that sounds like a fascinating research idea. Am I getting old? Now you've forgotten what I've forgotten. Damn with the midlife crisis stuff. Mia, why did the girl really come to this courthouse? Cross-examination Allegro? Okay, cool. The soundtrack is bumping. And speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? I went through a lot of trouble to get in my dear, so make sure to read it carefully. Fascinating. Oh god. Oh, they all do interesting. Ms. Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason? What is the meaning of that cocky smile on your face, Ms. Fay? 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy. Another tragedy? Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Dahlia Hawthorne? Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Ms. Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago. Order, order, order. This is unbelievable. It's true that lovely thrill can hide even the nastiest thorn. Ms. Fay, that's not fair. You can't slander witness from a different case. Winston Payne will not allow it. Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking. Pardon me, go right ahead. It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me. Expressed some interest, huh? Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago. I see. Okay, tie the crimes together. Gotta stay on the offensive. Well done, Mia. Oh. You lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks. Okay. Hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids. Incredible. The poisoning. Here we go. Here we go. But the lawyer was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment and that's when it happens. From what I heard, it was a lethal poison that is lethal in just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard of this very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. So that's what happened here. I wouldn't know the details of a poison that operates under exactly those parameters. However, as you've heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. Be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination. Ugh! What the? Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger? Me, you're glowing with the true lawyer's aura, my dear. You finally unlocked the power contained within you. Now I can tell you about the mechanics of this shonen battle series. That proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing. I can almost see the stand manifest behind you. Exactly, yeah. Same thought, Shrew, same thought. Alright. What were you talking about with the defense attorney? I'm sorry, but that's confidential. According to the report, you're being interviewed regarding another case. The lawyer that was killed, he said he wanted to talk about an incident I was caught up in when I was younger. Why didn't you tell us all about what that incident was? That has nothing to do with this case. Objection sustained. The defense's question is stricken from the record. You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne? I guess I was just born under a bad sign. Don't worry, Dolly, I'll protect you. You are the man. That is true love, young lady. Oh, Feeny, please. Ugh, that's making me ill, albeit for decidedly different reasons. I left my seat for just a moment, that's when it happens. How long were you gone? I've already answered all these questions for the police, but you must know maybe 10 to 20 minutes. And where were you during this stretch of time? Using the toilet? What are you saying, Miss Fay? Toilet? My perfect little dolly doesn't poop. You are the defendant, Miss Fay. Better luck this time. Oh, Feeny, please. Police have already looked into this whole matter. Line of questioning is nothing but a waste of the court's time. Objection sustained. Miss Hawthorne, please continue. About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons? Well, let me see. A bottle of eye drop says is a half fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons. Localizing this from a metric would have been wild. But 2/3 of that amount, huh? The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after off the table. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there. A special kind of poison? How so? Well, I heard it's almost impossible to detect. Oh, and where would something like that come from? I'm sorry, all I know is what I overheard the policeman saying and not my research into the poison. They said something about using advanced chemical processes to purify it, like they would find at the pharmacology department for my boyfriend. Chemical processes? Well, that's quite impressive, most impressive. From her boyfriend. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. And that's the reason they didn't arrest you. Because no one could show how you could have gotten the poison. I think that's a good enough reason, Madam Faye. And she's right. I think we've all had enough Miss Faye's questions. So in essence, the main reason why Miss Hawthorne was never arrested for this crime was so no one could show how she could have obtained that poison. All we have to do is find a way to establish how she could have gotten some, right? Great. Alright. Oh, music stop? Music stop? You wouldn't know how to get the kind of poison? I don't believe you. What? In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab. Boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow? That's right, up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University. Pharmacology? His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could have never obtained such a rare and special poison. Ooh, is this cornered? This is really good. Well, Ms. Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And, oh, this is so good. Oh, man. And then it was a matter of slipping into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table. You. No! Order, order, order. Could it be? That's nothing but a stress. May I say something, Madam Faye? What is it, Ms. Hawthorne? The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you need some kind of container. Well, yes, that's true. I was searched immediately after the incident took place. And quite true, in fact, the entire quarters was turned upside down. But they didn't find a container anywhere, did they? She's right. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small. Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you're saying I threw it away, I think you need to show some kind of proof. Proof? You have proof! No, she didn't! Provide some evidence, or there's a lot of questioning, Miss Faye. Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're going to lose the lead. Okay, container disappeared, blah blah blah. You're gonna accuse her. Yeah, it is. Clap. Easy. You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone who had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Who is this person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. Naturally. It's his game. So the defendant wants this witness's accomplice. Of course not. She gave the poison to him, disguised as a present. What? But that's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? This is really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Ms. Faye? The day the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the same day as the poisoning. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. I know, right? All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away. What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here? No, there's no longer any in the bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime labs were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount. No! Yeah, judge would sit for sure. Order in the court. Bravo Jolly, I object. Mr. Wright, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this. Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Ellipsis. Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway? Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too. Mr. Wright, please open your eyes. At this point in the trial, it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is because of that necklace? Dahlia Hawthorne was not, and is not, madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck. My necklace? Back then, the way you said it yourself. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she's always saying the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl asking for a present back like that. For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying. But you never gave it back to her. Anything's worse for you, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... I don't believe you. No, that's a lie. Eek. Oh yeah. Nice case-shaped burrito. The defendant! He's getting away! Bailiff, hurry! After him! Oh my god. Mia, are you alright? Yes, I think so. That boy, he went completely insane. Where's Mr. Wright? Looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough. Thank goodness. Oh no! What is it? The bottle necklace Hawthorne's present. It's gone. What? That's terrible. Mr. Wright must have grabbed him when he slammed into me. Foolish boy, that's the only thing that could have saved him. What in blazes are we supposed to do now? Oh god. Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court. I'm sorry. I'm afraid your apology is not enough. Mr. Wright, what'd you do with the bottle necklace? Forgive me, I'm sorry. It's okay, just get back the necklace. I ate it. You what? You... It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew into little bits first, but yeah. What are you talking about? You ate glass? What the... What? What is he doing now? Your Honor, you've got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Did your stomach hurt? That bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it. It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly the bottle did not contain deadly poison. How can you be so sure? I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. It's trace amounts, hello? As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination. So it would seem. There must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency. There, it's alright, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. And it's heartwarming to see you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. Did he just faint? But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. This is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong. That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Faye cannot accept your explanation of the events. But why? This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand, but in a court of law, evidence is everything. Ugh. Even after I proved so much, is she gonna get away with everything? Well, now the suspicions surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up. I'd like to proceed with the trial. Phoenix? Mr. Wright? I'm sorry, Miss Faye. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? Something I forgot to tell you. What is it? That day? The day I met Doug Swallow? That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore? Okay. Telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's gonna be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab. Poison? The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time, too. Could only have been her. That girl is a thief. Stop it. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Is it true? Did he really say that? That's ridiculous. There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right. Why'd you... Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him. What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but... I'm sorry, Dolly. Your Honor, this is... The defendant is Miss Faye. You tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. Oh, she's super innocent. So Dolly stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? Put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow. The night before? Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone. Miss Faye? If you're so certain of your theory, let me ask you this. Mia, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. Something she wanted desperately to get back, therefore, who was she planning to kill? Ah! It's the cold killer. Maybe? Was one person that was standing squarely in Ms. Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was Mr. Phoenix Wright. Me? That's preposterous. After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered. It's true that's how things worked out, but let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else it could be. But how can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love. Poor Mr. Wright, this must be killing him. Hang in there, bring your justice, I swear it. As I said before, the one thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking you to that incident 8 months ago. That's right, the bottle necklace. That's all she cared about. But even so, why would she go so far as to murder him? 8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dolly Alden can think of only one thing. How to get rid of the bottle as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. The pretty good move she made too. Your evidence was missing for a long time. But there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met. You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright? Correct, it was to retrieve that piece of evidence. That can't be true. Feeny, what a joke you are. Uh-oh, new sprite. Honestly, how could a woman count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me. Butterflies are gone? Ms. Hawthorne? High heel face turn, we call it. Yeah, exactly. Appears you're reaching nearing the end of this trial. Fine, until you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Ms. Hawthorne. We'll see about that. But first, where's your evidence? Seems your sniveling little crybaby of a client is eating the bottle as a snack. Ugh. Well, hey, old man. Are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face? Ms. Hawthorne, what's happened to you? Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge? With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I had nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now if you don't mind. But we're not finished. Fine. Oops. I double tapped. I can't let her get away this time. Stop me. If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you can pay the ultimate price as a lawyer. The ultimate price? Be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid. No. This is so, like, noir right now. You better think it over carefully, Ms. Fay, or should I say, Ms. Gray. Because you're old. She's like, how old is she here? Oh, we don't even have it. She's not old. She's like 3 or 4 years older. Can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all? Mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. Why? But to be honest, at this point I don't have the evidence that's well-founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof. Impossible, you can't possibly. Stupid woman. It is the opinion of the court there's always been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented. 25. Just one. If you aren't able to establish your guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wrights. I understand, Your Honor. You can just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she got the chance to soar. She's planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, the poison was probably in there. This is all I got. This is all I got. We saved. The save zone's been set up, Your Honor. I have a respawn point. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all. Cold Killer X, Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine. Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold? If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. It's all we got left. It's all we got. What? Remember the defendant said testimony. But I lost my bottle. Oh, yeah, sure. I hadn't even thought of that yet. I was trying to remember if she had given it to him or not. There we go. I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime the day of the incident. All was he with Dolly, just the two of us. Aha. There it is. She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. And she poisoned it knowing that Mr. I was going to take some. Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine. Late to the court to recall the crime that happened 8 months ago. Where did Ms. Hoppen have the evidence? Oh, what are you talking about? 8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room, my client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. That's right, she did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That's when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poisoned bottle of Cold Killer X. Of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. I believe she testified, but she was going to meet with the defendant. And she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and the victim were arguing about, and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized, I can't allow Doug Swallow to live. She used the cable to silence Doug forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought was left the scene, came back to check on the victim. On top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall she was carrying the bottle of poisoned cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago? 8 months ago? Yeah, she deposed the evidence exactly the same way she did back then. She had someone else hold it. In this case, Doug Swallow. Get destroyed. Absolutely dissected. Well, Dahlia Hawthorne? Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman is nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor? Huh? Yes, that's exactly right. It's pure desperation. I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine. I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate the necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, sneaking liar, there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some of the medicine right now. I don't think this is how court works. Ugh. Mia Fey. Mia Fey. Oh, God. Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? She burned the fireflies alive. Yeah, that's just fine. For the time being. Victory is yours. For the time being. Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again, I'm sure of it. Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay? Huh? Yes? I'm gonna go spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. Wish you all the best. This is like the most like cold killer in the series so far. What the hell? Well, I guess Shelly D. Killer. Whew, it's finally all over. I refuse to accept this. The defense doesn't show to describe evidence to support their outrageous claim. But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it. I don't care. I'm Winston Payne, and I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said. Well then, Mr. Payne. And Shelly's a pro, right? Shelly doesn't have any malice. Shelly just doing his job. He's just a tool for those in power, which is like, you know, still not great, but hey, he's just doing. Someone's got to do it. Payne, let me ask you this. Would you care to try this cold medicine? What? So a little earlier, I could have sworn you said... There, it's all right, rookie. For example, I would trust this witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. Yep. So, if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right? Well, you see, yes. And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie I was done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life this is not how court works? But you know what? It's better the court works this way here. He exploded. My hair! It's holy, my beautiful hair! No! Oh! Oh my God. Mr. Payne, about Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? He got destroyed so badly in court his hair exploded? Yes, Your Honor. The file papers for her immediate arrest. Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something sus about her from the very beginning. Don't lie, just admit you were wrong. You hard cleared her, Judge. Terrible at Among Us. And by the way, Miss Fay. Yes, Your Honor. Was it just me, or did you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne seem to know each other? Your Honor, whether we did or not, no bearing on this case. Very well. Mr. Payne, this can't be happening. It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Oh, this actually is JoJo right now. You get defeated in a stand battle and you go bald. That seems like extremely... That does happen in JoJo. Does the defendant have anything further to say? It can't be true. My dear Dolly... Projectile sneezing. Very well then. I believe I'm ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. Yeah, you thought pink was us, not red. True. The court finds the defendant Phoenix Wright not guilty. Wait, doesn't Phoenix cut the confetti? No, Gumshoe does. Gumshoe does, right? Wait. Who's cutting the confetti then? Where's Gumshoe? This court is adjourned. He shook with Kingdom Hearts. April 11th, 316. Mia, you were wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Mr. Grisberg. During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode like Mount Vesuvius. Mr. Grisberg, could you, maybe you think you could stop talking about them? Oh, that's rather rude. Anyway, this case really makes me think. It was Gumshoe in the stands. Nice. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with a client? That's today's lesson. Anyway, hi, I'm Rod Sterling. Perhaps it is we veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this. Oh yeah, that would be great though. Like a younger Gumshoe. Oh, Mr. Wright, congratulations! Thanks. You know, I was thinking... Go on. The dolly I stopped on the window stand. Could it have been an imposter? Sus? I don't think that was really her. Oh, bud. What? Yeah, the dolly I know could never have said those kinds of terrible things. Maybe she was like... I don't know, a fake or something. Boy, this poor kid does not have a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake. I saw Dolly vent, but, like, she couldn't have. She said she wasn't an imposter. Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a little more. Try to grow up a little. But, out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up. Ugh. What kind of company does this guy keep? Larry Butts. Right now, I'm studying to become a lawyer myself. That's what you keep saying. Oops. Window unfocus. But I thought you were in the art department. Well, yeah, I am, but as a friend, I desperately want to help. And if I hurried, then I should be able to save him in time. I see. Say, Miss Faye, a lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right? She said she was an engineer. Yeah, exactly. Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself, but I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope... Oh, double tap. We see each other again someday. And not in court, I believe he said. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. Became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. Kind of. She's still kind of around. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. Yeah, Dolly did the medbay shuffle, I swear. But it also brings up some very precious ones. Memories I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia's gone now, but even so I can hear her in my mind. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your clients. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. Oh, 5 long years, something has happened that made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that, it's a story for another day. Oh, the end. Easy clap. Court. Case number 1. Yo, let's go! At long last. I'm so excited to meet this dude. I did learn, I think his name is Godot. That's all, but that, I promise I want nothing else, though. That's all I know. I've somehow been completely unspoiled on this man. I also know he has coffee animations. Sorry, that's 2 things right now. Coffee animations, and his name might be Godot. I'm so excited. Okay. Folks of YouTube, thanks for being here. If you're on Twitch, hold up. If you're on YouTube, though, thank you for being here. Hopefully you enjoyed Case 3-1. This was easily the best opening case so far. Really enjoyable. Sets up for later stuff. Like, genuinely seems very tied to the rest of the thread of the game. I'm sure we're going to get both thematic ties here, as well as Dahlia herself is probably going to come back up. We have background for Mia, which could come up in Mia Possessions later on. Great setup, great reintro, phenomenal soundtrack. Oh my god. The soundtrack is so good. The animations are fantastic. The writing is fantastic. It's just beautiful. Wonderful case. It's probably better than a lot of the non-opening cases. That was just a great little, you know, just like density-wise, a phenomenal case. So thanks for being here. If you're watching us on YouTube, consider subscribing below to find more from me. Check out the playlist above from White's Attorney. Drop by the stream. Consider following there to find updates from me. But you can come by twitch.tv/SL_TV Sunday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully we'll see y'all real soon. Until next time. Peace.